A video has surfaced purportedly from the protest against the Sterlite copper plant which took place in the state of Tamil Nadu. The video shows what appears to be a member of the Tuticorin police perched on top of a van like a sniper, literally, as you can see in those pictures, and firing at the protesters. This video that has emerged raises several questions about the tactics and the methods used by the police in Tuticorin to deal with the protesters who had in some cases resorted to vandalism. Remember, the death toll from the protests have touched 11 as they now continue with their violent protest. Let me go across to Pramod Madhav joining us on the phone line. Pramod, this is very serious because you cannot have a policeman literally operating as a sniper like we see that in those pictures and firing openly at the protesters. It has costed the protesters 11 lives. Now, what do we make of this video, Pramod?
That is absolutely true, and it seems like the number might increase also. There is some kind of rumor that is coming out from Thoothukudi claiming that one more student has died or succumbed to his injuries, but the government is not trying to confirm anything. In fact, it was not the chief minister who confirmed the death of 11 protesters yesterday, but it was the governor and even the DGP when he released a statement after going there and entering the field. Nobody is mentioning about police firing or nobody is mentioning about like any condolence for the people who have died. They're just trying to blame, be the DGP or be the chief minister. They're only trying to blame the protesters and put the blame on them, claiming that because they did that, we had to shoot. But as you could see in this video, the person is not trying to shoot out on the point at the sky and shoot in any form of trying to scare the crowd or trying to disperse the crowd. The person takes aim, sits quietly, patiently, and then starts using his long-range INSAS rifle. And not just one person. It seems like 3 people have been videotaped or like photographs were taken of them trying to climb over an elevated position. If you're in an elevated position, your aim will be definitely to shoot at the crowd. And unlike what the government is saying, more than 65 people have been injured through bullets as well. That's what more inputs are coming across from Thoothukudi.
Right. So many questions arise. Why were snipers brought in? I believe the DGP has made a statement on the protest. We will track that with you. Pramod, stay on with us. We have more inputs coming in. Like I said, DGP TK Rajendran in a press release said that protesters indulged in uncontrollable violence, due to which police had to use tear gas, lathi charge and fired as a last resort. In his statement, he said that there were a few deaths due to that firing. Pramod, so here is a statement from the head of the police department of the state, and he says, yes, they had to use tear gas and batons to control the mob. But, you know, it has costed 11 lives, and the way the mob was controlled, the way the police came down on the protesters raises many questions. Is this justified, Pramod?
Well, exactly, and this is not the first time Tamil Nadu police has been blamed for its incompetency. That's what everybody in the ground actors are claiming, because in 2017 also you saw how Tamil Nadu government reacted to the, Tamil Nadu police in particular reacted to the Jallikattu protest. The last day of protest, people were supposed to disperse quietly, but it led to lathi charge, and we also have evidence of how the cops himself involved in arson in the city of Chennai. So that was the magnitude of the cops in that 2017. And here yesterday, DGP released a statement claiming that they had to resort to firing because they were unable to control the crowd. But you have another video evidence where you could see that like the protesters were trying to protect cops on one end, and the other end you could see that these sharpshooters were brought in and they were trying to take aim at the crowds and they were shooting. And not just that, one of the voices on the background even claims that shoot as just like at least one person should die. That's the kind of like a voice that's hearing on the background in Tamil also. So like the DGP has not given any kind of response or answer to all this. They are only trying to pinpoint this particular fault in the protesters, but who's responsible for giving a firing order and who's responsible for providing long-range firing arms for crowd control? The INSAS is different, but having a long-range rifle, that is completely, someone has to give an answer to that question.
Right, long-range firing arms were used, sharpshooters came in. Those questions will have to be answered. And let's tell our viewers that this is about the demand for the closure of a Sterlite plant that is going on in Tuticorin. Of course, the protesters violated the Section 144 that was imposed, but does that warrant this kind of police action? That is a question we are asking. Thanks, Pramod, for joining us. Well, after protests over Sterlite factory in Tamil Nadu's Tuticorin flared up, 11 protesters died, over 64 are injured. Residents of that area have been protesting for more than 100 days now against the expansion of the Sterlite factory, citing health dangers that has been posed by the factory. The protest turned deadly after protesters clashed with the police.
If at all people doesn't like, we are with the people. If people likes, we are with people. That is our stand. Okay. Okay. Already in 2013, Sir Operational given clearly that in any way Sterlite should not be here in Tamil Nadu. So that case has been pending in the Supreme Court. Our Additional Advocate General on 4th May strongly objected that we never allow Sterlite in Tamil Nadu. So we are very clear.
Well, yesterday, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister requested people to maintain peace and calm, and he also said that the police had no option but to take such drastic action because some protesters had indulged in uncontrollable violence. The Chief Minister also announced a compensation for the victims of 10 lakh rupees. Compensation will be given to the family members of those who died, and 3 lakh rupees will be given to those injured. Meanwhile, the ruling party maintains that they object to the factory's presence in the state. And remember, the DGP also has now confirmed that yes, police action was used, and that was done to control the mob. Opposition parties, meanwhile, condemn the lathi charge, calling it fascist and undemocratic. Let's listen in.
Sterlite issue, I have been fighting for the past 22 years in the public, organizing mass protests and picketing, getting arrested, and also in the High Court or the Supreme Court. Now I have filed a case in the tribunal as well as the High Court. Now the Tamil Nadu police, as I understand from you, they have unleashed attack on the agitators. It is highly condemnable. It is a fascist attack. The Tamil Nadu government has become a stooge of Sterlite Industries. I condemn the attitude of the Tamil Nadu government and the police.
Sterlite agitation is going on for quite a long time. So any kind of agitation, protest should be dealt with the negotiation only by the government. For to suppress or to stop any kind of people's agitation, always police should not be involved. Police should not be used to curb the agitation of the people. They should not be arrested or beaten up and beaten and thrown away by the police. These kind of things are undemocratic